Good evening, mates. My name is Outback Jack, and I have finally got a night off, right? Well, I decided to go ahead, take the opportunity to go ahead and go do something that thousands of people across the country are doing. I actually went and saw Rogue One. That's right, I did. Now, Rogue One, of course, the Star Wars movie, is... Now, before I go say anything else, this is going to be a review, okay? There is going to be spoilers in here, just like a lot of other people doing across the country for YouTubers. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and do one. Yes, I was. So, if you do not want any kind of plots reviewed before you, if you hadn't seen the movie, I suggest you shut this off, march your ass over to the theater, see it. That's right, you should. Well, you have had your warning. Here we go. Now, the premise for Rogue One is set right before Episode 4. The build-up to when the TNT-4 is boarded by the Star Destroyer and Vader comes on. It's the story of how the Death Star plans were acquired, because for decades people have been asking how that happened, and it's been told in the books, novels, hell, even in the Star Wars comics, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't really read comics all that much. Anywho, well, of course, you got to get the apparel. You got to buy a shirt and go see it, wear it if you're going to go see it. Okay. Anyway, back to the review. This movie had a strong premise for like what Force Awakens and Revenge of the Sith had, right? So much build up for anticipation with all the trailers, the hype. Even the products and the toys that were released. And even though that LucasArts is owned by Disney now, Disney, like with The Force Awakens, they did a marvelous job on performing. They delivered, they packaged and sold a product for us, the consumer, and they, in my opinion, they have delivered. Yes, they have. It was definitely worth going seeing. Normally, when I go see a movie, it's in standard format. But for the ones that's really good, for all the ones with a really big hype on them, I go and see the 3D. And that is just what I did. I saw it in 3D tonight. And it was phenomenal, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely delivered just like what a Star Wars movie is supposed to. It had the space battles. It had ground assaults. This movie actually, it hit the ground running. Okay, if you're not a Star Wars fan, or if you never even shown any kind of interest, I'm telling you, this is the one to go and see it, for you to get hooked on it. Once you've seen this one, I guarantee you will be a Star Wars fan forever, right? Even if the original trilogy wasn't really your thing, all right? Now, let me see. It was kind of a drag. One thing that was a drag. This is one of the major spoilers I was telling you about. The only thing that was a downside but was understandable for the plot, for the story. All the characters, the main ones that was the focal point of the film, they got killed. Every single one of them. But it was in a glorious shooting, glorious death by on your feet kind of thing. And that's my preference right there. Yes, it is. Now, let me say, this movie has nothing but high marks from anybody who goes to actually see the thing. Okay, you're definitely, if you can afford it, you're definitely going to want to go and see it again. Okay, and the Death Troopers, they turned out were much better than the regular Stormtroopers. The U-Wings and the TIE Strikers, those were awesome. All right, they were badass. The having a new type of droid that was captured from the Imperials, reprogrammed to help the rebels, that was a stroke of genius right there. Yes, it was. And instead of being annoying like C-3PO, this new one, KS0, whatever the devil his name was, he actually turned out to be more entertaining than that gold-plated piece of crap that they had in the other films. Personally, I was actually hoping to see more in a future movie, but turns out they are not going to do a Rogue One sequel, and that is kind of disappointing right there. But understandable. Now, on another note, personally, being a fan like I am, I'm looking forward to the Han Solo film and the Boba Fett one as well. That's going to be produced and made down the line. I am. And seeing in Rogue One a young CG version of Carrie Fisher, that was definitely worth it. Yeah. So with that being said, you can only imagine what they're going to do for Han in his film for back in his heyday. Yeah, and same with Boba Fett. For the Boba Fett movie, I'm looking forward to seeing Slave One in action, as well as a Millennium Falcon back during Han Solo's prime. Yes, I am. Well, it's very late, and I just thought I'd get on here and share this with you. And so, yeah, like I said, if you have not seen the film yet, you need to make some time out of your schedules and get the money together to go see it. Because you will definitely be entertained. And I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. So until next time, this is Outback Jack saying keep the onions blooming, the shrimps on the bobby, and the boomerangs flying, people. Until next time.